the technique. But some parts are very dense, 就是很密. Some are very sparse, 就是很疏. 疏密 is another pair of opposite elements. 疏 you have in Chinese we said 疏可走马，密不透风. So make the dense part as dense as there's no space for a needle to add, you know. And the sparse part so sparse, so it can run a horse. Almost, you know. I'll just do sweeping. Whoops. It's kind of hard to stop. So you have to do it slowly. So Qi Baishi paints very slowly, so he does something like this. So, alright, so just go slow. And if you do fast, it's easier to get lost control. You just stop. And just like that. Okay. If you now I do the figure because I want wait this to dry a little bit. Let's do the figure. And looks like I already have his robe here. So I just continue. Oops, I think it's too long. This is a walking stick, holding, and he's looking back somehow. So this is a little what do you call this hair thing? It's a fabric on top of that, and you can have some beard or something. Just do a little ear, or I really cannot see the details. I just use my mind's eye. But make sure the head is not too big, because you don't want to...
Tiny.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tiny.
That's the... Then here, he just let it bleed. This is so smart. Yeah, let's try. I'll just add a little bleed.
I don't know. When I saw that, I thought, now if I did that, I would
Not like it.
I would not. I would say, oh, you didn't control your moisture.
Yeah, I think it's all. Anyway.
But it's okay.
It looks good.
Yeah. Good to know.
Okay. And my brush is too dark, so. Let me see. I use a little bit dish soap.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. I tried to practice this and it doesn't work for me.
It doesn't work here.
I need to practice more.
Okay. Just let it bleed. Okay.
I did that, I messed the whole thing up.
That's why I was practicing.
I'll have time.
yeah, I shouldn't really have that edge, so it's another problem. Let me show you. Yeah, you can soften it with some water, maybe. Okay, then
Very good.
let's just finish the color. Is there a color on this foreground? I think maybe.
Behind the tree.
Oh, this
Tree.
is
Yeah.
yeah. Branching. Let's just do this figure first. This is the blue color. And just trees. So it radiates from the center out. Just same color, but if you sweeping this way, follow the you will generate a gradation, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's you follow the direction of the stroke, the branches. So that's it. Okay, then this rock, they have a little bit blue in the shade, I think. let me try it, just be sure not to bleed anything. Oh, here, I set it up already. Let me just try. So this this becomes much lighter, right? Yeah. That's a rescue. You just make up this line that was blurred. Okay, that's it. And I just put a little bit blue on this in the light part, maybe. You see a lot of white. Actually, he didn't really paint those parts. Yeah, and some brown, mostly in the foot of the. You see, you leave the trail or the path empty. Emptiness means xu. Xu means void, and painted part is solid. The yang and yin contrast. Just, and finally the back. I think there's a little bit wrong, but not too much. I think maybe very light. So you always use very light, dirty color, which is gray color, to make it really nice. It just need sometimes just the dirty color in the brush or on the palette. don't really, don't finish everything. Just leave it. Just leave it, and maybe a little accent. That's all. Oh, that's wrong.
Oops.
That's too much.
Let me try it later, won't it?
Yeah, it will. This Japanese brown color is really very red, very strong. If you use the chip, he probably used the chip, the traditional chip color chip, much milder. So just try to mute it a little bit. Just blur a little bit.
Yeah. I like that with the blue gray.
Yeah, I try to create some excitement to the thinking. So it's not so gray.
It looks like lichen on the rocks.
Oh,
Yeah.
with the blue-gray.
Yeah, just so usually I put some warm, some cool, some brown, some blue separately. So they blend on the paper. They work. You don't mix them. If you mix them, it will become gray. Yeah. So that's it. So my river is a little bit lower than his. His composition is much higher, right? I mean, it's a little bit higher than what we got. So I'm going to sign maybe on top. I don't know. No, that's no press. Maybe here. Yeah, I think so. Oh, I forgot the most important part, the face. You can, yeah, you have to clean. You have to clean the brush. Maybe use a fresh brush, just to use a little bit brown, without any dirt, and the hand.
That's scary.
Yeah. Is that a kind of dry brush too?
Yeah, I just use the tip.
Yeah.
Yeah, just the dry brush. I didn't use water, so that's it. And let me put on a